Hey there, thanks for joining me for PerkStream today. I'm glad that we can be together. Our anticipation for Christmas is building, and we can truly begin to celebrate that the light is coming into the world. A couple weeks ago, I preached about how Bethlehem was the place where Jesus was born, the place where God decided to make his presence known physically in the world. And what we put on top of that was that reminder that Bethlehem was nowhere. It wasn't Jerusalem. It was under the power and under the very eye of Herod, with Herod's Herodian being right there. And so, who would want to go to Bethlehem? Well, Micah the prophet reminds us, "O you, Bethlehem Ephratah, though you be not even considered worthy to be a clan in all of Judah, out of you will come he who shepherds the people of Israel." This was God's promise through Micah. So this week I was reading in OS Hawkins the Christmas Code, and he puts it this way. He says, it was a privilege for Bethlehem to be the home place where Christ was born. And he takes that farther to say, and if Bethlehem was privileged in that way, how much more are we privileged to be the home of Jesus always? And we are the home of Jesus as his spirit lives in us, just as he promised. In other words, God is with us always. And it's a wonderful promise, but it's also this privilege that we have to carry the Spirit of God in our lives wherever we go. Maybe you feel sometimes like God doesn't look at you the way he looks at someone else. Maybe you see someone you think is more faithful, and so God seems to be more favorable towards them. But God is working in each of our lives in very different ways, and when he works in us, it's a privilege to be that person who can then bless others with what we have been blessed with. That's really what's going on here, and each of us, in even a small way, can be the home of Jesus, taking Jesus to someone else. Dr. Hawkins reminds us that Paul was laboring in such a way that the Galatian church would know that Christ was being formed in them. And this is what he wrote. He said, "Bethlehem is privileged to be Christ's birthplace. What a greater privilege to have Christ born in each of us." Francesca Battistelli sings a song, and she sang it a number of years ago, called "Be Born in Me." And the chorus goes like this. The chorus is, "I will hold you in the beginning. You will hold me in the end. Every moment in the middle. Make my heart your Bethlehem. Be born in me." So while the song is sung from Mary's perspective, I think each of us can begin to look at this song and go, how will Christ be born in me? How will I not just make room for Christ, but how will I let Christ be the center of who I am? Because making our heart Christ's home is not simply a matter of making sure he has enough of us so that we can make heaven, but rather he has all of us, and that he can use us in any way he chooses to bless someone else. We have the opportunity to have Christ born in us so that his kingdom can flow out from us and into the lives of other people who need to know him. So we're privileged to be the people in whom God resides. And so let's make our heart available to him. Let's again say, "Christ, be born in me." And may his desire to be born in you and for you to carry the light to someone else come to full fruition this Christmas. I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you go forth with the knowledge, knowing we are a privileged people to bear the light.